A very good evening to everyone present here. Before starting the meeting, a few instructions for the participants. Please mute yourself while the presentation is ongoing. In the active session, participants can unmute themselves and reply or ask questions. We expect your active participation today. Thank you. As Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. On that note, I, Akhila Sabu, from Parul University, on behalf of Research Culture Society and Scientific Research Association and the organizing committee members, Dr. C.M. Patel, Director, Research Culture Society, Ms. Jaya Chetwani, Counselor and Special Educator, Pune, and Dr. Jessica, Founder of Scientific Research Association, welcome you for the 1-week short-term training program on developing personal improvement through soft skills. A short note about the short-term training program. Soft skills are personal attributes, personality traits, inherent social cues, and communication abilities needed for success. Soft skills include adaptability, attitude, communication, creative thinking, work ethic, teamwork, decision-making, positivity, time management, motivation, flexibility, problem-solving, critical thinking, and conflict resolution. Soft skills training can mean the difference between assertive action versus aggressive action. Soft skills is an intangible idea in which the qualities like attitude, ability, integrity, reliability, positivity, flexibility, dependability, punctuality, management, cooperation, habits, and practices are combined proficiently to capitalize on a person's work efficacy. Soft skills do the work of combining all these components in accurate share into skills and shaping them into competencies. In these sessions, we will learn confidence and enthusiasm for learning, developing self-motivation, raised aspirations, and belief in one's own abilities, defining and committing to achieving one's goals. Develop effective interpersonal communication, leadership, emotional and social skills. Develop all-round personality with a mature outlook to function effectively in different circumstances. Now, we would like to show you a short video about Research Culture Society. I would request Sir to please start the video message.
Warm greetings to all. Research Culture Society is a government-registered international scientific research organization. Society is working for the research community at national and international level to impart quality and non-profitable services. Our members are scholarly educationists from various universities and institutes of repute. Here, the faculties, research scholars, and students interested in the area of research are given guidance and support in how their work can support to the betterment of our present and future generations. Research Culture Society is conducting conferences, seminars, symposiums, workshops, training and development programs on different themes. Society has organized 100 plus educational programs successfully at national and international level in association with different educational institutions, and also published selected research papers as general, special issues, and book proceedings. Educational institutions, colleges, universities are being welcomed for the association and memorandum of understanding, academic exchange, knowledge sharing, and collaboration to organize events with us. Scholarly professors, academicians, and researchers also being welcomed to join us as the speakers and trainers. Society is promoting and sponsoring educational events as well as publishing research work in collaboration. Society also offers membership. Here are the glimpses of International Conferences 2021. Here, some of our past international conferences 2020, and there are also glimpses of workshops, FDPs, and webinars. Society announces awards every year as RCS International Awards for academicians, researchers, professors, lecturers, teachers, doctoral students, tutors, practitioners, industry delegates, and citizens as individual category. And institutions, colleges, universities, higher education, corporate, firm, and industry sector as common category. Our MOUs, collaborators, and associate institutions, universities. The journal associated with Research Culture Society are referred, indexed with high impact factor. Society journals are publishing research papers, articles in all major fields and subjects related to sciences, health sciences, engineering, agriculture, pharmacy, commerce, management, social sciences, arts, humanities, education, law, and life skills. Journals provide publications and digital identification with nominal processing charge. Research Culture Society also provides print and online book publications with ISBN. Society invites book publication in all study subjects and categories. Thesis converted into books and conference proceedings, publication are also available. We invite sponsorship and grants from the corporate, industries, institutions, and government organizations to support our educational programs. The society arranges special lectures on soft skills, communication skills, personality development, behavior improvement, etc., and arranges competitions on research in science and technology, general and technical knowledge in different institutions, colleges, universities, and schools. The society bestows Excellence and Achievement Awards as ASEA's International Awards and SRA Global Awards. For further inquiry, visit our website and also connect by email. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Today, our resource person is Dr. Nancy Gandhi ma'am. She's an assistant professor, placement coordinator, PhD coordinator of Parul Institute of Physiotherapy, Parul University, Vadodara, Gujarat. Dr. Nancy Gandhi ma'am is presently working as an assistant professor since 2016. She's pursuing PhD in obstetrics and gynecology. She has 7 years of experience in teaching and research with more than 8 research papers at national and international level. She has guided 8 candidates for masters in field, and she's a lifetime member of her field and secretary members of human rights and women child welfare organizations. Ma'am is a member of Indian Association of Physiotherapy and Gujarat Council for Physiotherapists, life member of Baroda Physio Club, PG Guide for Parul University, honored as a chairperson and judge at various national and state level physiotherapy conferences. We welcome ma'am for today's session. Today's session will be on leadership skills, group discussion, meeting management, adaptability, and work ethics. I would now request ma'am to take over the session and please start the lecture. Thank you, ma'am.
This meeting is being recorded. Okay. Good evening, all of you. Sorry for the interruption. Today we'll start with leadership skill, group discussion, meeting management, adaptability, and work ethics. So, what all content that I will, share with you people is we have the outline related to leadership and management skill. In that, we have interpersonal effectiveness, attributes of a leader. Then we have leaders versus managers, about management, that how we are going to keep the particular management related to leadership as well as management skill. We have leadership and management skill. Being a leader, what are the criteria? Leadership styles are there. Okay. In outline of group discussion, we have the different types of group discussion. What are the common requirement that we are going to go through over here? We have the other component that is related to how to face group discussion. We have tips for particular group discussion and what we are going to follow and what we are going to not to follow with group discussion. And the outline related to adaptability and work ethics, here we gonna share with different work ethics related to professional. We have professional work ethics over here. Then what are the resources that we gonna come across with? What are the work ethics related qualities? What are the top 10 work ethics and what questions to be keep in mind? Okay, we'll start with first leadership and management skill. Now, what about the leadership is? It is basically the ability to influence other with or without the authority. That is by Peter Dicen. Okay, whatsoever leaderships are there, it is influence other with or without the particular authority. So here we can see the ability of particular influence related to others with or without authority. Okay, now leadership in other way we can come across with thinking well or thinking clearly about the situation. We can face them properly. Okay, so leadership is a core or a very simple process for particular thinking aspects. Okay, so thinking well or thinking clearly about the situation to face them regularly. Okay, that is written by Sinruth. Now, what about interpersonal effectiveness? See, when we see the interpersonal effectiveness, we'll come across with three particular components here. Three elements are there. So, based on that particular function, we have awareness, we have ability, and we have commitment. Whatsoever awareness are there, person have that particular ability to do the particular commitment. So here you can come across with awareness. So we'll see the alertness related to aware. Okay, person is aware about the situation, person is aware about the function, so he is able to complete the particular activity. So you can say or you can correlate with particular ability, and same way will define the awareness and ability into a word with commitment. Okay, so interpersonal effectiveness is the ability of an individual to do the influence other competently. Okay, and leadership is the direct function of particular three elements of that interpersonal effectiveness. Now, what about the awareness related components? Whenever we see the awareness, it is a state of consciousness. We see the conscious state, we see the subconscious state, and we see the unconscious condition. Okay, so whenever we see the recognition of person, the recognition of alertness, we see the awareness of related situation. Okay, so person is directly or indirectly linked with the environment or the whatsoever commitment and situations are there. Okay, it is basically the ability to recognize yourself, other events or the situation in a real time. Whatsoever times are there, particular ability should be there related to person, or it will be events, or it will be in a situation. Okay, the ability to assess impact of action on situation or the other, be critically self-reflective. When we see the self-reflective, when we see the feedback, when we see a components related to experience, when we see a component related to communication, so these all components, when we come across with, we correlate with each other, it will come across with your awareness. Okay, so action on situations are there, impact on particular actions are there, a function of experiment, a function of communication, a function of discovery and feedback. Okay, when we see the feedback, we'll see the different perspective. Okay, related to person, related to situation. So in terms of awareness, it will keep clear. When we'll see the different component related to ability to achieve something, ability to learn something, ability to understand the particular technical issue. So they are the basics of our career. Okay, the ability lead is a function of influence. Whatsoever function of influences are there, communication will be there, your resolve conflict are there, your solve problem and make decisions are there. Okay, so the ability to learn and understand technical issue, ability of particular function of influence, ability for communication, ability for resolve conflicts, ability for solving problems and making decisions. Okay, so member of a team, we influence other in a collaborative effort to find better ideas or solving the problem. Okay, so whatsoever ideas are there, whatsoever solving problems are there, we gonna make some decision. So whatever abilities are there, we are going to go through and we'll put some point or put some criteria related to that particular commitment. So here we'll come across with commitment. So three main elements are there when we see the interpersonal effectiveness. So that is one of, you can say, the leadership quality that person is have. Okay, awareness, ability and commitment. So when we'll see the commitment, it is related to positively as well as negatively. Okay, if it is related to environment, you can say the positive environments are there. If it is related to situation, you can come across with negative situation. Okay, so depends on a condition, depends on a situation again. Okay, whatsoever recognizations are there, decision make a difference. So it will be either it will be positive way or it will be in a negative way. Okay, negative impact, that will be going through with helping others, or it will be create some or the other problems. Okay, or when we see the hard decision, the related to hard decision, it will be create some positive impact on the person or negative impact on the person. Okay, so here you can see the commitment. Okay, so three elements we have covered. Now what are the attributes of particular leader? See, whenever we'll see the different quality being a leadership, the person is have that guided visions are there. A person have that guided visions are there. A person have that particular passion. Integrity should be there. Honesty should be there. Trust should be there. Curiosity is a major thing. Risk is a major thing. Dedication towards the particular activity or situation, it must be there. Charisma will be there, and listening. See, already in our thought process there are many there are many different thoughts are there based on that particular listening, that if a person or a leader must have that listening ability. Good listening ability should be it is very important for a particular person, that person have attributes for particular commitment related to leadership. Okay, so when we'll see the guiding visions are there, when we'll see the passionate particular person are there, integrity should be there, your honesty should be there, your trust are there, your curiosity, your risk is a component of particular leadership. Okay, now when we'll see or we follow or we put some comparison related to leadership as well as manager. So a leader is a person who is followed by others. A manager who can control themselves, who can control the other condition also. Okay, so manager is a person controlling or administering a business or a part of a business. A person regarded in terms of skill in household or financial or the other management condition, whereas we have leadership related to person who is followed by the other. Okay, who is followed by the other only. So here we see the leadership versus managers. We see in leadership quality, it is a doing the right thing particular in a situation, whereas a manager do things right. Okay, so that is the major quality when a person is with leadership. Now what about the management? When we'll see the management, so it is related to management is the ability to organize resources or coordinate. See here, your execution will be a powerful, your organization should be powerful, your coordination is proper and time bound, so necessary to reach a goal in a timely and cost effective manner. So here you can see the management is the component of ability to organize resources first, your second will be goal in a timely, third cost effective manner. So coordination is major, your organization is major, and task oriented approaches, so execution will be major. So that is about your management. When we'll see the leadership as well as management skill, how will compose with leadership as well as management skill is when we see the particular component related to order as well as disorder. So management will be particular stability and predictability, based on stability as well as predictability, whereas we have leadership that is improvement through the change. Okay, whatsoever changes are there related to condition or situation, the disorders will follow over there, and follow will be based on the particular order, and order will be depend on stability and predictability. So here we'll see the other comparison, that is between leadership and management skill. Here you can see in the picture that leadership is a particular person who followed by others, and management who is come across with particular organization, the situation, okay, the execution, all part come together in a management way. Now when we see the management, we see related to management, it is a, you can say, the example related to hard skills. If we see the leadership, that is related to soft skills. So when we follow the leadership, we have communication part, we have motivation part, yes, of course, we have stress management, we have team building, we have change management. Okay, when we follow the hard skills, that is related to management skills, we have scheduling a particular meetings or a particular situation, we have staffing, we have activity analysis, and we have project control. Okay, so when we'll follow the particular management skill, we have communication. Your communication will be based on whatsoever conditions are there. Okay, your motivation will depend again on situation, either it will be positive or it will be negative. Stress management, how you can boost your particular stress related to the condition or the situation. Okay, see, to achieve a good marks, that is one of the best example for positive also, for negative also. Okay, team building, we need to put some criteria for team building, that is also your positive also, your negative also. Change management, if we come across with some or the other condition or the other situation in a vast way, so we need to change or we need to move from that particular management, there your soft skills are needed. Okay, when we see the hard skill, we have scheduling, we have staffing, we have activity analysis, and we have project controls. In activity analysis, what we'll see is we have different types of activity, what we'll see, and based on that particular activity, whatsoever progressions are there, that is the graphical presentation should be there, that is come across with your analysis, your analytical part will be come over there. Okay, when we schedule a particular situation or a meeting or a time bound activity, we need to schedule in a that way that we uh, you know we must compose all the components, all the elements, along with your staffing activity, along with your activity analysis, along with your project control. Okay, so it is very much and mandatory needed. Now what are the attributes for particular manager? To design, cost involved, risk are there, schedule are there, decisions are there, changing are there, your team, your progress, your administrative work, your senior management. Okay, now what are the components or what are the attributes of a particular management is consider alternative to the design area. When we see the particular condition or situation, it will be designed in some or the other condition, some alternatives are there. Okay, now what are the cost involvement should be there related to estimation. The third component, what are the risks should be involved in particular organization, how we are going to schedule that particular project or how we are going to schedule a meeting to develop proper skills. We have the decision step, different opinions are there, different decisions are there. We have the other component, that is manage change in an orderly fashion. We need to organize, or sequence should be there to compose all the activity. We have team motivated and informed. Okay, to keep team motivated and informed, all your management related skills are there, your information should be passed in a that way that person is able to motive in a positive way. Okay, monitoring should be there to achieve the particular progress. We have performing, we have the different performance related to administrative tasks. Okay, and we need to report to senior management also for attributing a design a proper managing skills. Now, what are the qualities for being a leadership? Okay, what you can come across with when a person is with leadership are there. Okay, first and foremost, the attitude. Whatever attitudes are you are going to convey over here is that will be judged on. Okay, how you are going to control that particular situation. Either it will be in a positive way or it will be in a negative way. If you think your private lives are there, you will reap in your public and corporate life. So how you will focus on particular components related to your private and professional. Okay, what you are going to think and what you are going to believe, it is also a common situation with leadership quality. You will never meet a challenge, you will never find out what are the worth. Okay, so being leadership, you have some or the other particular assumptions are there, and based on that particular assumptions we have the components or element related to leadership only. Now, what are the leadership styles? We have different leadership styles. See, little miss autocratic, little miss democratic are there, little miss task oriented, little miss servant are there, little miss relationship and orientations are there, little miss bureaucratic are there, little miss Liz Ferre are there, little miss charismatic are there. See, autocratic and democratic activity, what all activities are there related to demographical situation, related to autonomic condition. Okay, task oriented approaches should be there. So it will be based on consider as your group discussion. How you are going to relate to particular condition and how you are going to orientate to situation as well as the you can say client or you can say audience. Okay, the different component and different management skills are there. Okay, so leadership styles that will be in a different way. Now, what are the common components and what are the time bound related to excellent leader? Have a particular vision related to that particular activity. Okay, whatsoever activities are there, whatsoever situations are there, either it will be with job office or the other area, person leadership is mandatory, and the excellent leader must have that particular vision related to goal. Okay, whatsoever goals are there to finish that particular work on a time. We have the inspiring trust. When we see the different condition or the situation, the components that will come across with a trust. Okay, whatsoever commitment you are going to give, whatsoever the decision related to that particular component, the trust should be maintained. The possibility, whenever a excellent leader will talk about any condition or the situation, they are seeing the possibilities. They are not rely on particular problems. They are always seeing a possibilities, whatsoever possibilities are there to achieve that particular. So here you can correlate with problem, you can correlate with plan, you can correlate with education, you can correlate with incentive, you can correlate with potential concept, you can correlate with different challenges, you can correlate with motivation, you can correlate to particular progress related to condition. Either it will be with achievement, it will be with career, or it will be with business. Okay, the other condition that you can see is seeking a new strategies. Okay, strategies in terms of what are the management skills are there, what are the plannings are there, how we are going to organize, what is the sequence, whatsoever dilemmas are there, that particular leadership quality have the new strategies to make it positive, to make it possible. Okay, so seeking new strategies, new ideas will be mandatory or will be welcome. Now, what about the group discussion? When we'll see the group discussion, we have different types of group discussion also. If it is related to organization, it will be based on some topic or the situation. When we'll see the meeting, it will be based on topic or the situation. Okay, when group discussion will come across with organization, two candidate has certain personality of traits or skill that it requires a member. Okay, whatsoever discussions are there, it is given a few minutes to think about the same. Okay, so group of candidates are there. We are going to give them a particular topic or a situation in methodology. Okay, so that is about your group discussion. It is the process when we see the different responsibilities are there, 4 or 5 people in a group, and we are giving them some strategies to complete that particular activity. Everyone comes with their own idea, so we need to incorporate that all idea with one possibility. Okay, so it is the process of incorporating views of team member to reach a common goal. So here you can make a chart or a table also, that whatsoever components are there, whatsoever reasons are there, we are going to go through. Okay, 6 or 7 reasons are there, 6 or 7 elements are there. So according to 6 or 7 elements, we need one particular goal to achieve that benchmark. Okay, so that particular goal should be in a defined way. Okay, let's say we consider one example related to assessment and management skill. Okay, assessment related to particular patient. If we come across with particular patient, if person is having some or the other condition related to you can say the balance issues are there, so what are the common factors are there, what are the common condition as well as clinical features are there, that because of that particular situation or condition, person is impairing with balance. Okay, so 7 to 8 protocols are there, or 7 to 8 elements are there. So based on that particular element, we reach to one common goal. Okay, so here is a group discussion, that is a major funda for your group discussion. Okay, now, what are the types of group discussion? See, factual topics are there, your controversial topics are there. Controversial topic, in terms of controversy, it will create. It will create some comparison with arguments. Your factual topics, it is related to socio-economic condition. Okay, let's say, for example, education policies of India. When we make one group related to educationalist. Okay, so whatsoever rules and regulations are there, they will be going through only that factual topics, only that factual components, and they will decide one particular topic related to that. Okay, so it is based on your socio-economic topic. The ordinary person is aware in his day-to-day life. Okay, what are the practical things are there that will come across with different type of group discussion. We have controversial topic, in that we need to generate the controversy. Okay, argumentative in the particular nature. So controversial topic will be in comparison with arguments. Okay, so reservation should be removed, women make better manager. Other than that, whatsoever components are there related to men and women, how the comparison of leadership between men and women, like that. So controversial topics are there in terms of arguments. Okay, and factual topics are there in terms of practical things, which is already fact. Now, what are the requirements of particular group discussion? Okay, see here you can see the highlight points. Understand a subject more deeply. That is one of the major criteria for your group discussion. Ability to think critically. See, when we see a critical condition or a critical situation, person is thinking in a critical way. Person is thinking in an abstract way. When we see this particular component, we need to see the some or the other or the higher than the normal thinking components. Okay, solving a particular problem. Fourth component is particular decision, your chance to hear students ideas. Different chances are there where we can hear the students different ideas, because they are talking with some logics. Okay, listening skills are there, your confidence in speaking, your attitude will be there. Okay, so what are the requirement of particular group discussion over here is, when we see one particular subject, you need to understand that particular subject in a deep way. Okay, whatsoever conditions are there, whatsoever examples are there, you will be thorough with that particular subjects. Being person, you have that ability to think in a critical way. You can solve a particular problem, you can make a decision related to goal. Okay, you will have a chance to hear students ideas also. You have that particular listening skill, or you have listening ability. you are going to increase your confidence in a speaking, and you can change your attitude in terms of group discussion. Now, how to face a group discussion? See, majority person is having the particular phobia. Either it will be related to group discussion, or it will be, related to uh, the vocal presentation, the oral presentation. Okay, stage fears are there. So how to face that particular group discussion? Your communication skills should be proper and skilled in a that way. Your knowledge and idea regarding a given subject, your capability to coordinate and lead, your exchange of particular thoughts, addressing the group as a whole, and thorough preparation. Preparation is mandatory, definitely. Addressing the group as a whole. See, when you are a leader, you need to communicate in a that way that you are addressing the whole group as a whole. Make a team. You're going to give a particular point of view related to your team. Okay, your exchange of thought process should be there. Your capability of coordinate and leadership should be there. Your knowledge related to that particular subject or idea, that are mandatory, and communication skills are mandatory. So like that way you are going to face your group discussion. Now, what are the tips that we are going to see with different group discussion components? You are going to avoid raising new points. You are going to avoid stating on your viewpoint. Avoid dwelling only one aspects of group discussion. Keep it brief and concise. It must incorporate all the important points that come out during the group discussion. If the examiner asks you to summarize a group discussion, it means you are going to come to the end. No, it is not that way. Okay, what are the tips? You are going to raise the new points. You are going to avoid the particular viewpoint that is related to you or precise to you. Okay, you are going to go through that should be avoided in that way. Then one aspect should be avoided. Okay, keep it very brief and concise and very clear that person is able to achieve whatsoever components you are going to pass to that particular meeting. Okay, important points are there. After every presentation or every group discussion, person have that particular summary where we'll see the important points and important components are there. Will share in a that way. Do not add anything once that GD has been summarized. Okay, so that all are tips for your group discussion. Now, what are the benefits that we'll see? See, when we compare, your strength as well as weaknesses are there. When we compare, your skills will be there, your ability will be there. When we correlate, your knowledge will be there. When we put a leadership related to quality, your skills will be there. Your people handling skill should be there. Your teamwork should be there. Your general knowledge related to that particular component or related to activity. So you're going to stimulate your thinking in a new way. See, we have the different stimulation area where we are going to see the interested parts, interested covering area where we focus the particular group discussion points. Okay, your expansion of knowledge related to that particular component. In our group discussion, we have that particular, some or the other terminology where we'll see the expansion of knowledge are there. Okay, we give in a elaborate way your understanding of the strength as well as weaknesses. Your true personality is revealed and quality of leadership criticized. Okay, you are going to provide chance to expose. Your language skills are there. Your academic knowledge are there. Leadership skills are there. How you are going to handle to the people. Okay, your teamwork should be there and your general knowledge related to particular group discussion. So these all are the benefits of group discussion where we correlate with particular thinking ability, where we correlate the expansion, where we correlate the strength and weakness, we correlate the revealed and qualities of leadership, criticize, we correlate the skill, we correlate knowledge, we correlate skill, we correlate teamwork and general knowledge as well. Okay. Now, what are the do? What all components that we are going to follow or we are going to do in group discussion? Okay, speak pleasantly and politely to the group. Whatsoever commitments are there, whatsoever commands are there, or whatsoever components that you need to give to the group, it should be in a clear, it should be in a criticized way, it should be in a brief way, that person is able to grab whatsoever commands you are going to go through. Okay, respect the contributions of every speaker. We must have that criteria that we are going to listen to the every component, we are going to listen to every speaker. Okay, a group discussion is not an argument. Okay, we have that learning ability to disagree some policy, to disagree in a polite way. Okay, think about your contribution before you speak. Okay, try to stick to discussion topic, do not introduce irrelevant information. Okay, be aware of your body language when you are speaking. See, this is major part what you can come across with, or you can say that your body language must be clear, or it should be in a precise way, that you are speaking in a confidence way. Okay, you are going to agree with some or the other component, you are going to acknowledge what you find interesting. Okay, where you are going to put some point related to interested criteria or related to interested subject, you are going to agree, you are going to acknowledge to that particular point. Okay, you should have that disagree in a polite way, you should have that disagreement in a soft way. Okay, so these all are they do for your group discussion, where we are not going to follow the group discussion criteria or components are: do not lose your temper, a discussion is not an argument. Okay, we are going to, when we majority time we see the group discussion in a shouting way. Okay, do not shout it in a any way. Okay, you are going to use a moderate tone and a medium pitch. Okay, too many gestures are there, you can, when you are going to speak. Okay, when you speak, too many gestures you can use, like you can use finger pointing, you can use thumb thumping. Okay, so that is what it will create, it will create your positive impact on particular client or the audience, and your aggressiveness towards that particular command, towards that particular point, yes, it is mandatory, like that way. Okay, so gestures are mandatory. Dominate the discussion. Okay, confident speakers should allow quieter students a chance to contribute. Let all speak. Okay, let all give one chance to particular discussion. Okay, draw too much on a personal experience and an accord. Although some tutor encourage students to reflect on their own experiences rather than keeping own experiences, we should encourage students to reflect their own experiences related to teacher student uh, components, teacher students conversation. If you feel that yes, my these students have completed this much, this much graph, and it shows very beautiful, so you can reflect in that way that he have completed some or the other activity related to good scoring, so you can appreciate in a that way. Okay, you can encourage to other person also, you can encourage to other tutor also, same way you can encourage to your colleagues also. Okay, remember not to generalize too much. Okay, your interruption, yes, it is very mandatory, it is very important, and it must. Okay, interruption, wait for a speaker to finish what they are saying before you speak. Let not interrupt other when they are speaking. Okay, it is very mandatory because they need to complete their whole criteria what they are going to think on that particular part. Okay, so let's come complete their story, and then you will start with your story or your experiences. Okay, so that is, we are not going to follow in a group discussion. It is very mandatory part, do and don'ts for your group discussion, because we are regularly doing group discussions in a meetings, we are regularly doing group discussion in a professional area. Okay, so it is very mandatory. Yes, now what are the work ethics and what are the adaptability? See, when we'll see the adaptability and accommodation, the adaptability is something that you adapt in a different way. We have work ethics. Okay, the learning goals are that the importance of developing a strong work ethics, how the work ethics you develop will impact on your future as an employee. See, whenever we come across with some or the other company or some or the other tire ships are there, we have particular work ethics related to impact. Okay, your strong work ethics should be in a professional way, and it will keep you more and more professional in your career. Okay, so it is very mandatory. What are the learning goals that we are going to develop over here about work ethics? Your conduction and your values of job performance. Whatever performance you are going to give, it will create some value, it will create or conduct some or the other standard related to your condition. Okay, in specific term, when we'll see the correct, honorable and acceptable, okay, majority of organization, society or a group, your performance should be there in a conduct way or a value way, that particular work ethics. Okay, your some points are there that need to be corrected in a some or the other way. Okay, now what are the professional ethics? Your professional manners are there, personal life are there, respect for resources, your guideline for professional ethics. Okay, now when we'll see the different component related to professional ethics, we have professional manner. See, when we meet a person related to professional area, we need to ask them or we need to offer them some or the other, art tire that is related to professional ethics. Okay, your personal life, do not discuss uh, any or the other style in a personal life. It is not at all, corporate with your professional situation. Okay, the other condition that will come across with respect for resources, whatsoever resources are welcome, we are going to respect over there. Okay, do not put your direct point to that particular resources. Rather than keeping your points, you are going to listen to their points also. Okay, guideline for professional ethics, what are the common guideline that we are going to follow being professional ethical? Okay, illegal processes are there, unethical processes are there. Okay, do not take items such as cash, your property, your office supplies, your food, your toiletries. Okay, wasting resources cost the company money. Recycle items such as paper products, grease, oil. See, these all products are, some or the other run by government. So whatsoever properties we are going to use over here, it is some or the other resources will running with government production only. So either it will be in a illegal way or it will be in a unethical way. So do not use that kind of. Okay, now what are the work ethics qualities over here? We have some responsibility, being keen person, being keen area, we have ethical quality. So based on that particular ethical quality, the responsibilities are there. Flexibility related to work. Okay, your honesty, your commitment and excellence, your teamwork should be there, your reliability should be there. Okay, now when we follow a particular chart or when we follow a particular table, we have responsibility first. If we see work ethics correlate with responsibility, a responsible person is able to achieve all the related qualities. Okay, a responsible person must be flexible. A responsible person have that honesty to achieve a particular goal. A responsible person have that particular commitment and excellence related to activity. Okay, and when we focus on commitment and excellence with teamwork, it should be in a reliable way. So when we see a particular diagram or we follow a particular diagram, you can see vice versa statement and vice versa components are there when we linked with each other. Okay, either it will be with honesty or reliability, either it will be with flexibility or teamwork, either it will be with responsibility or commitment and excellence. Okay, so this all about your work ethics qualities. Now, what are the top 10 work ethics that we are going to see over here is we have attendance, we have character, we have teamwork, appearance should be there, your attitude should be there, your productivity should be there, organizational skill, communication, cooperation, and respect. Okay. Now, when we see the attendance, we have first component, that is attendance. Yes, attendance is definitely mandatory for a person. Okay, when we follow a school, when we follow a college, your attendance should be based on particular area or criteria. There should be in a specific, and it will come under your work ethics. We have the other component, that is related to character. Okay, character in a good way, character in a bad way. Okay, when we follow the work ethics, we'll have different attributes towards this situation. Okay, we are going to talk to the people with a soft and a smooth way. We are going to talk to the people in a different manner. We are going to talk to the people in a helping way. We are going to talk to the people in a kind way. Okay, that all attributes we are going to run with character. When we see the attitude and appreciation or appearance, we have teamwork related to particular activity. If we make a group discussion, it will be again your teamwork. Okay, you are going to make a particular team, you are going to organize, your work will be there, your sequence will be there. Okay, we have appearance and attitude. Whatever appearances are there, whatever attitudes are there, we have in a different way. Okay, your appearance should be based on the condition, your attitude should be based on the condition. Okay, so when we follow the appearance and attitude, it will be in a smooth way. Your productivity and organizational skill, a person can able to achieve with all technical along with the other criteria also. Okay, one person is productive also, one person is organizational also, one person is executive also. So all the different skills, if we merge, a person can able to achieve with task oriented. So here you can correlate with task oriented approaches as well. Okay. Okay, the other component that we'll see is communication skill. Okay, how we are going to communicate to particular activity, how we are going to communicate through skill. Okay, we have different skills based on the activity. If we follow being academician, if we are over here, if with my with my meeting we have the academician also, and if we are going to follow the Jamboard activity, in that particular Jamboard your communication skills are there, it is needed. In that particular Jamboard activity your attention should be there. In particular Jamboard activity your teamwork is mandatory. How we are going to see that, we'll see after presentation. Okay, we have cooperation and respect. Okay, whatsoever statements are there, respect should be there. Your cooperation in a that way, that person is able to grab your goal. Okay, in a good way. Now what all work ethics, that what all questions are there that we need to keep in mind. Is it fair, or is it mandatory, or is it poor? Okay, uh, whatever organizational values are there related to my point, either it will be uphold or not. Okay, can I tell my decision to my employee, my family, and other related to topic? Can I tell them? It is also mandatory that I am able to uh, put my points uh, from my employee, from my family, and the other. Okay, how the other regard the detail if it is publicly. Okay, am I confident in my decision? Will it be valid for a year? Whatever topics you are going to discuss, is it legal? Will it hurt anyone? Does it positively represent the company? Does it make anyone uncomfortable? Does it convey in that way that it should be disrespect to other, or it should be respect for others? Have I involved other by asking their viewpoint? Okay, so this all question you should keep in mind when we follow the work ethics. So it is related to your work ethics. I am ending over here with my presentation. Now we'll go with some or the other activity related to you know work ethics. Okay, when we are following a teamwork, when we are following a situation. Basically, we can use in a. This meeting is being recorded. Yes, it is we can use in a, you know, academic point of view as well. We'll when we see, when we are asking students to do something new and something innovative, we'll learn them a particular Jamboard activity related to group discussion. If we are going to follow over here, let's say I have suggested some or the other Jamboard activities related to my subjects only, but will brief in a way. Okay, we'll start with biochemistry cell membrane. Now, when we are asking patient or when we are asking students to pick particular 1111 points, okay, so it will come across with your group discussions activity. Here you can see the different functions. Okay, you are going to clear your frame. Okay, now it is in a clear mode. We have 20 slides over here. Next frame you can suggest it, you can suggest it previous frame. So you are going to share your this screen with your students in a mail. Okay, and you are asking students to make a particular group in a Jamboard activity, where you can find out that biochemistry with cell membrane, components of different cell membrane, make a particular table or make a line diagram for cell membrane. Okay, if you are asking them to perform this particular activity in a Jamboard, they are going to use over here. You can see the pen, you can see eraser, you can see the selection options are there. You can see sticky notes also a person can put. Okay, person can add the different images where we can scroll from Google. Okay, a person have that circle. If we are going to shape it like circle, we are going to draw and we are going to make, we are going to make some or the other point related activity. So here you can use your pen. Okay, we have different pens over here. You can use the pen and you can correlate with particular your topic. Okay, your text boxes are there. You can use the particular text boxes for making a table. So like that way you can use your Jamboard activity. Other than this Jamboard, we have the other options also available in our 9 dots. We have the other components. Here you can see the different components related to asana, related to classroom. We have cloud prints also, we have flash desk also, we have this SketchUp activity also, we have the smart sheet also. See, here you can see the smart sheet. When we correlating with particular smart sheet activity, here also you can continue to your mail ID for smart sheet. You are going to go through one particular topic and person is able to, you are going to share your screen whomsoever you are going to ask to the patient, to the condition, and you are going to agree to that particular criteria, and next will be there. See, invite your team. Here you can invite a person, like you can invite your students, your different or you can share your screen. You can share your link from here to their WhatsApp and they are going to open it. Okay, so make a group table diagram. You can mention, you can make a particular table, you can make a graphical presentation. Like that way you can communicate with your students, you can communicate with your colleague in a meeting, you can communicate with your audience in a different organization. Okay, so like that way you are going to use a particular Jamboard activity as well as smart class, or you can use auto class. Okay, that is also one of the major components that you are going to come across. Okay, if this meeting is being recorded.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session and gracing us with your presence today. The short-term training program Zoom meeting joining details will be same for all the 7 days. Feedback form link will be shared on the last day, 13th April 2022 in live Zoom meeting chat box. After all 7 days successful participation with feedback, participants, they will receive e-certificate till 15th April 2022. We are grateful for your active participation in our research and development programs. Thank you all. Have a good night.